Hello guys, this is Jitesh, and recently I started learning machine learning from Krishna, and we completed our first end-to-end project on machine learning. So let me just walk you through the problem statement and what we did and what I learned from the project. So let's go to the VS Code directly. So this was our first end-to-end project, and before this we were just completely dependent on Jupyter notebook. And when we knew that like we will be doing an end-to-end project, we knew that we will be moving to modular coding, but we were not having any experience with that. So what we did is first we discussed about the problem statement and used Jupyter Notebook only to discuss the problem statement and get started with the problem statement. So the problem statement is we have to train our model which can take the input and predict the math score of a student. So you will be having like we will be having the data set from Kaggle. So we have 8 columns and 1,000 rows. So we have 1,000 data points. So we have trained our model on that. So before training and all, we know that like whenever we get started with machine learning projects, so we should know what is our data and how is the what is the what is the visualization of the data. So what we did is we used Jupyter Notebook for that, and we visualize the data. We just here in this file. I will be sharing the code in the GitHub. You can just directly access from there. So we will be having our this EDA file. We have done complete EDA over here. So you can see this is how the data looks. So we checked everything about the data. Is there any missing value or not? And if there is any missing value, how to handle that? And like visualize the data, how the data is looking. Is the data biased or not? So everything we have checked, and how the features are dependent on each other. If I talk about here, there are around many number of features. I will just show you. So here we have gender, race, ethnicity, parental level of education, lunch, test preparation score, course and math score. Like these, a lot of features are there. So there are numerical feature, categorical feature. So we have to check how they are dependent on each other. So we have checked everything over here, and if you see df.info, which we have created a data frame of the data. So you can see we have some objects which indicates that it is a categorical feature, and here we have int, which is like we have this numerical feature. So what we did is we just visualize the data over here completely, and then we will be moving to the transformation of the data and handling of the missing values and everything. And here you can see we have transformed visualize the data over here, and we got some insights from here, so that we can perform the training of the model and everything, so that we will be having at the back of the mind we will be having like what we are doing. So one of the insights you can see that standard lunch helps performing well in exam. If any student is getting standard lunch, then they are able to perform well in the exam. And it's like not only about gender, like both of the genders, if they are getting standard lunch, then they are able to perform well. So this is how we have visualized the data and wrote every single insight which is important for the project. So you can just check it out, and then we have model training over here. So we have whatever the data we have, we will be we have to like standardize the data. Then we have to take our algorithms, machine learning algorithms, and give the data to them so that they can be trained over the data. And then what we are doing is we are checking for the best model which is giving the best accuracy. So if I show you here, so we will be having our list. So let me just show you the list. Okay, where is the list? I'm just trying to find where is our list, so that you will be getting to know like which model is performing what. So you can see the model name over here and R2 score over here. So here you will be finding like every single model is performing according to R2 score. Here, if you compare, our linear regression is working much better than any other model. So and ridge is also performing similar, but there is very less difference. So we will be considering linear regression over here. And one more thing I wanted to add over here is like when I was like we have done deployment over here. So when I was doing deployment on AWS and Azure, I found little challenging. Like it was a challenging task for me because I was doing the deployment for the first time. But I would like to mention over here like when I was considering models like random forest or cat boost, so they were like getting very if I consider the overall project, the project was getting very heavy, so I was not able to like uh, what you said deploy the project over there. So I had to like remove these projects from there, and then I had to deploy the project. So that I wanted to add. So you can see over here, so the linear regression is performing really nice, so we will be considering that. So this is about how we did in the Jupyter notebook, but this is what we were doing earlier as well. So what was the new here? So first of all, here this project structure was very new to us. So what we did is we have created our src file, and we have our like logger, utils and exception. These are the files which are common to all the components and pipeline, because everything should be connected to these three. So everyone will be accessing these things, so they are common to all. And currently we have components. So whatever we do in this project is, first we have data ingestion, because first step will be to get the data and inject over here. So data ingestion is the first step. We are getting the data from our csv file right now in the project, and when you see our data, the same thing what we did in our Jupyter notebook, we have performed the same thing over here as well. So and additionally what we have created is exception logger. So whatever we do, we just try to create a log file over there, so that we will be having each and every detail of that whatever has happened there. So and you will be seeing a logger. So this is uh, what is happening over here. So this is creating that log file over there, and we will be getting to know what is happening over there. Exception, we are trying to create this file because we are trying to create a custom exception. Whenever there is any kind of exception happening in our project, we will be getting to know where it is happening and why it is happening. So this is very important for us, and whenever the exception occurs, we will try to raise the custom exception which we have created. And about utils file, it is like whatever the function we need in our project, the common functions we will be writing over here, so that any script can just directly access from here. So you can see over here we have created save object. Whatever the data we are giving to the model, it is getting trained over there. Then after that, the model is being created. That model we have to save over one location. So this function is being called over there, and that model will be saved over there. So this is how this function is being used. Evaluate model, as I said in the our Jupyter notebook, we will be considering one of the best model which is performing on our data. So this is the function which does the task over there. And then we have load object. As we have the save object, this is the load object, it's same. So this is about the components, and we have the pipeline over here. So whatever we are doing in the pipeline, we have just created a custom data pipeline. So you can see we have predict pipeline and custom data class. So we have created this pipeline over here, and rest is like we have created an HTML file that is uh, like this, so that we can have a good appearance over there. And then we have our Docker file. So when we started with AWS deployment, there we didn't had we just completely did without Docker. Then we started with Azure deployment, then we needed our Docker file. So you can see over here, this is a standard Docker template, you can see. And for this, as I said, I have used UV. So UV has created some default files, which if you try to use UV, then it will create automatically. So you can see UV lock is there, pyproject.toml is there. So these are the things which the UV comes with. So you can use UV. I would just recommend that because it's really fast. And I have added all the documents over in the readme file. You can just go to my GitHub. I will just show you my GitHub as well. Let's just run the project first, and let's see how it is performing. So let me just go through the project. And first of all, we are in the terminal. Let me just activate the okay let me just activate our virtual environment. So let me source dot vnv. Okay, we are currently in our Linux machine, so I have to activate it with this. So as you can see here, it is activated. Then I will run the file with UV only. So it's application.py. As you can see, the project has been started over here, and if you go to the logs file, the logs file will be having this, you can see. So this has been started already, and you can see the port number and everything is written over here. So we need not to consider this. That's just, I was just showing how the logs are working. And I will just go over here and we'll just see the project, how the project is performing. So let's go to the project. So if you wanna visit the profile, this is the profile over here. So you can just visit over here and you will find, I will just show you the repository also. You can just go and check out the code, and you can just give me the suggestions as well. So let's go to the URL first. We have mentioned the port over here, so it's 5000 and it's localhost over here. So we can just see. So first of all, we have to provide the gender. I will just provide some random data over here, and let's see how well the model is performing. Okay, let me give this standard lunch, and we can give any random value. Let's say 84, 78, and let's check how the model, it's giving around 85%, like 85%, or you can call 85 marks for the student in the maths. So this is how the model is performing. Now let me just go to repository so that you can also visit. So when you click on repository, so this is the repository which I have created over here. So you can just go here and check out the documentation over here. You will find around everything here covered. You can just set up this project in your local machine as well. And if you find any difficulty, you can just reach me out at LinkedIn. I will be giving the link in the description, so you can just check that out over there. And you will find, as I said, we have tried two deployments, AWS and Azure. You will find links for both of them, and you can access them. And one more thing I wanted to mention over there is, we tried three deployments. One is AWS Elastic Bean plus code pipeline. Second is AWS with ECR and EC2 instance, and third is the Azure. So what we did is, right now Elastic Bean and code pipeline is running, but I deleted the ECR and EC2 because it would have costed me. so that is why I deleted it. In Azure, what I did is I had some credits because Microsoft provided some credits to me, so I had some credits, so I have used that credits. So I will be making sure that this runs for around 2 weeks now, then I will be removing that. So right now let's go to this URL, and you can see here Elastic Bean. So this is running over there, and the second link will be working on Azure. So you will find like both of them are working similar, and you can just use it over there as well. And documentation are provided, like how to use, and everything is there. And anything is there, you can just reach me out at LinkedIn. I will be there, and I will be happy to help. And also, like if you have any kind of suggestion, you can just drop me the message in LinkedIn as well, so that I will be getting to know some new things, and I will be learning something new. And also I will just show you the Azure thing, so that Azure dashboard I will show you, so that you will be getting like little familiar with it if you don't know. And you can see over here, so I have created an container registry where we are having our model. And also as you said, to like interact with the audience, I have my web app. So here you can check out, like this is a web app or app service, and this is a container registry. So this is how we have to create in Azure. And also you can just monitor over here, and everything you can just go and figure it out. Like it will be little complex at the starting, but yeah, right now even I am just trying to discover new things over, and I will be just like getting to know a lot of things. So the similar way you can just check out AWS as well. There you will find a lot of new things, and in Azure as well. So both the platforms are really nice, and like you have to like use them regularly to in order to get familiar with them. And this is about my project. And all credit goes to Krishna sir, like he is teaching really nice. And in the next coming days also I will be learning from him, and I will share you more and more whatever I learn on LinkedIn and YouTube as well if possible. like and this is all about the project. And anything, if you have like suggestion or doubt, you can just reach me out at LinkedIn. Thank you.